What do you do when you find the market moving this way? Guys, can I surprise you? Many traders will definitely take their buy order because they want to get snipper entries. I'm sorry to say this, guys. You have to be very, very patient when you see this kind of candlestick formation. This is not news, but you really have to know, or rather, you have to be convinced where this candlestick pattern is basically heading to. Why? This can be smart money games, or rather, this can be inducement whereby you're being cheated to continue buying and the market reverses. And that's why I emphasize number one, if you want to execute your trades, pay attention on structure levels, or rather your point of interest, which can be your support and resistance. Number two, understand what we call candlestick closure. That is very, very important. And when I talk about candlestick closure, you look at where candlestick is basically closing it. When you understand all this, you'll be able to avoid all smart money games. So I know most of you can actually take their buy order right here, but as for me, I will say it is not yet over for me to confirm my trade, or rather it's not yet over for this analysis to give me my buying opportunity. So guys, I want us to reason together as traders, and basically I'm going to introduce you to another indicator that will basically show you what the market is definitely doing, because on our naked charts right, we're seeing a different thing, but there is indicators that will help us understand exactly what is happening right here. Okay, so guys, I want us to highlight this level right here. Stick here till the end because I'm going to explain everything at a time. Okay, so this is our resistance level, which is basically broken above at this given point. You can see right here, is this breakout valid or not? That is the question we are supposed to ask ourselves. And so guys, we're not just only going to ask ourselves, we're going to have reasons as to why we are going to execute our trades. Okay, so what you're supposed to do, and anytime you want to execute your trades, if you don't want to use any indicator, you have to see where a candlestick will head to. For you to continue selling, they will have to close below all these structure levels for you to confirm a sell. Okay, if it happens to break above, or rather if this will be an uptrend, if the candlestick happens to retest, basically they will have to actually close above. Even if the retest candlestick pattern goes up to this point, it has to break and close above these levels that I've drawn in purple line. Okay, and so guys, I want to add this indicator that is very, very, very great when it comes to understanding this kind of market. We're just going to click on indicators tab. It is a new indicator to many of you. Then head to momentum. Then you're going to look for this indicator called Aroon. A, we have R, then we have double O, and we have N. That is what I'm talking about. Then after that, you click on it, it will basically appear like this right on your chart. So guys, this is the indicator I'm basically talking about, an indicator that will help us understand what is happening right here. So guys, looking at this indicator right here, I'm looking at this green level right here. If you can look closely, the indicator shows us that we are at the same level. Despite of us having this big momentum candlestick pattern, this indicator is showing us we are still at the same point of interest area. When I talk about point of interest, you can see there is no way the indicator has shown us this candlestick pattern has basically made a huge movement. You can see it is actually equal to what was happening in the past. But basing on what we can see on live market, guys, we can see this huge candlestick pattern that is showing us potential push to the upside, but we're yet over to confirm this. Okay, so according to the indicator, there is no any assurance that the market is heading to the upside. According to the indicator, we have no momentum candlestick pattern, and basically that's the information we have from the indicator. So guys, I want us to actually wait and see what is going to happen right here, because we have the charts and the everything. So guys, according to the indicator, rather depending on what the indicator has shown us, what comes to your mind? I will wait for price, or rather the indicator, to show me this point of interest level has been broken above, for I to execute my buy order, for me to execute a sell order as well. I wait for this kind of level showing us like the pivot points to be broken below. Once it is broken below, be assured to execute our trades. And basically, as we have the live market right here, let's see what is basically going to happen, and we are going to really make decision whether to buy or sell. So guys, according to the indicator as well, showing us price is now breaking, or rather has already broken our pivot points. Allow me to call them the pivot points, and there is really an indication that this market is heading to the downside. But according to our own analysis, we can see price is actually trying to touch the line that I've drawn, being our point of interest, or rather being our support level at this given point. So there is no clear information whether we are going to buy or rather whether we're going to sell. So for us traders, we expect price to break below what our purple line. So guys, let's see the information we're going to get further so that we can execute our trades. The indicator is basically proceeding to the downside. So guys, basing on what we know now on our actual market right here, you can see price has already broken this structure level right here, which is super important right there, and that gives us an assurance as well as traders, depending on what we know without using any indicator, the market is actually proceeding to the downside. As price was unable to push to the upside, we can see that very clearly, and now price is heading to the downside. So guys, I don't know whether you're getting this clearly as I am. Now we are proceeding to the downside. The indicator is now showing us the green line. We are proceeding to the downside. Let's see with the information that is going to give us later on. We got a retest. This candlestick happened right here. It is understandable because guys, right now it's actually midnight, and that's why it has behaved this way, which is basically accepted, or rather which is actually expected as well. So let's see. It's late, guys. I wanted to see how this indicator is working. Again, is showing potential push to the downside. Looking at it, price is already broken below it, and the green line is definitely pushing to the downside. There is a lot to learn using this indicator. It is showing us exactly what we cannot see on our naked charts, which I basically appreciate. And let me hope guys you've learned something from this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Don't forget to like this video as well. Continue selling. That's what the indicator tells you. Price is basically heading to the downside. So guys, that is the sweetest thing about it. As we're paying attention on the purple line, it shows you the chart formation that is basically being formed. So this will help you make decision whether you're going to buy. It is a great indicator, working on real time, and it is not repenting. So guys, what do you think about it? Sellers are well into the market, and guys, as you can see, it is indeed a great downtrend. Remember, we started right here. You can make over your 2,000 pips. Don't joke with this movement over here. It is a great push to the downside. Okay, so guys, let me hope you've learned something from this video with this brand new indicator. Testing it on live market and seeing how it is working, and basically it is helpful to every beginner.